Thanks for coming in. In July last year, Northen District CIB commenced an operation in relation to drug distribution and trafficking within the northern suburbs of Adelaide. As a result of this investigation, in the last 2 days we've conducted searches on no less than 24 properties and arrested 18 people in relation to drug-related offending. This operation has also resulted in the seizure of half a kilo of heroin, 70 grams of methamphetamine, some stolen property and some weapons. We believe that the activity that we've been conducting over the last few months will make a significant impact in relation to the drug trafficking and supply within the Northern District, and we expect that the people who have been arrested in the last 2 days will ultimately serve some terms of imprisonment which will help us keep our drug trafficking and our drug offending to a minimum in the northern suburbs.
Are they organised in a group or related to each other?
All the members that have been arrested, or the people that have been arrested over the last 2 days, are known to each other. We know that they operate in a syndicate, and because of the geographical location of all of these people, they're quite easy to speak with each other, to move in the same circle. So we believe they all are connected.
Are there any bikie links?
No bikie links that we're aware of at this point.
What led to the arrests in the last 2 days?
So as I said, police have been operating in this operation since July. We've been gathering significant amounts of intelligence over that period, to the point where we've gathered enough evidence to form a brief evidence to arrest these people, so it culminated in arrests yesterday and this morning.
What was the financial value of the items and drugs seized in this particular instance?
So I will allege that there's about half a kilo of heroin. I wouldn't like to speculate on what the value of that is, but it's around about 5,500 street deals that we'll keep off the street. In relation to the methamphetamine, it's around about 700 street deals that we'll keep off the street. We're anticipating the value of the stolen property in excess of $50,000. So it's a significant seizure in terms of that.
Based on your intelligence, how long do you think this particular syndicate become operating in the suburbs?
We think for some time. Clearly we're always targeting drug activity in the northern suburbs. These people have been coming to our attention for a period of time now, which resulted in us actually formulating a targeted operation to disrupt their activities.
Are they connected with any groups in the state or nationally or overseas?
Not that we're aware of at this stage. As I've said, the arrests only happened in the last 24, 48 hours, so we're still working through any interstate connections with these people.
What kind of impact does this type of drug have on the community and, I guess all parts of the community with family violence,
Sure.
offending, etc.?
Oh, look, it's no secret that methamphetamine and heroin, which is what we've seized in this particular operation, are a significant scourge on the community. They cause all sorts of damage to people's lives, domestic violence being one of them. But drugs, as we all know, they're an enabler of crime. They drive other crime types as well. So everyone gets affected by drugs. Drug traffickers are basically complicit and enable that to happen. So people shouldn't live in fear of having a drug trafficker in their street and bringing undesirable people into the street. People shouldn't live in fear of having their cars broken into or their houses broken into and their property being exchanged for drugs. So we'll say that this will have a marked effect on helping to reduce those instances of crime.
What role does the community have in helping to stop these instances they may suspect that people have activity?
The community are very valuable to us. They're the eyes and ears for all of us. There's a lot more of the community members on the ground every day than what there are police. So we rely a lot on the community to provide us information about all manner of crimes, drug trafficking and drug dealing being one of them. So I'd really encourage members of the community who are seeing this activity or know of this activity to contact police and contact Crime Stoppers, because you can remain anonymous, on 1800 333 000. So it's a very important part of our policing activity.
I understand you raided, so you said 24 properties or so. Was there a particular property that you believe the operation was running from, particularly in relation to manufacturing, for example?
Well, look, drug trafficking by its nature can be quite complex, and they're very good at the way they go about their business. So the number of addresses was to cover off a range of addresses that were used during this operation. So it wasn't one particular address. These were addresses that all came to our attention over that period of the investigation, and they were all targeted as a result.
Did members of the public help you with information? Did that help identify some of these people?
Some of the information that we utilised during this operation did come from members of the public, yes.
And obviously this operation's ongoing. What would you say to other people in that particular area that you're targeting in relation to if they're considering continuing this type of illegal activity?
Yeah, sure. All I can say to any people who want to be involved in drug trafficking or any crime for that matter, but in particular in this instance drug trafficking, that the police do take it seriously, that we will target you, that we will arrest you, that we will put you before the court, to address community safety, to make people feel safer about where they live, and to reduce overall crime.
And will any further arrests be made, or is this the end?
The operation is ongoing, so we're not ruling out any more searches being done or any more arrests being made. There is a number of inquiries that we're following up as a result of the activity that we have been conducting, so it is possible that we will make further arrests and search further properties.
Do you do similar investigations, the large-scale ones in other districts, south, west, or small?
For me, I can only talk for the Northern District because as the officer in charge of the CIB in the north, we'll continue to run operations of varying scales. Other districts will also do the same activity. This is not necessarily unique to the Northern District. There are drug offences unfortunately happening across the metropolitan area and across the state. So although I can't speak for other districts, I'm sure that every other district has got strategies in place to combat their drug offending in their district.
What sort of weapons do you find?
We're still analysing. I think one weapon we found was some knives and a taser. We're still just working through that to see whether they're operable and that sort of thing. But
And the arrest of 18 people was pretty considerable in any type of operation. Obviously took a lot of hard work.
yeah, we'll say it's significant. Used a lot of SAPOL resources. Not every day of the week we lock up 18 people for drug-related activity. So yeah, we'll say it's a significant number of people arrested.